Hello, friends. Hello, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey. It is nice to see you. Welcome to the party. This presentation is brought to you by my friends at Melon. These awesome hats. Did you know they're built to last 5 times longer than any other hat? The sweat doesn't break down the hat. Sweat stains, no smell. Built for the water. They don't lose shape if you take them in the water. They float if they're dropped in the water. Melon doesn't offer discounts very often, but melon.com/cowboys, melin.com/cowboys, 30% off your purchase. That code expires in a few weeks, so don't mess around. Welcome, everyone. Let's have a Dallas Cowboys party. Shall we? Rodney's already in the chat. Party at Jeff's. There's a party at Jeff's, and you're part of it. Hello, everyone in the chat room. Michael Thomas to Dallas. When was the last time Michael Thomas did something? Sure, bring him on. Bring me all the wide receivers. I love wide receivers. So, yeah, you can bring me Michael Thomas. You can bring me literally anyone. Ryan asks for a mock draft. We're not going to have a mock draft for any chance. There's no chance that we're going to do a mock draft. It is May effing 12th. There's no chance we're going to do a mock draft. Jeff, you keeping me excited for the season? That's the goal. Jeff, are we still all in? Jeff, I'm grilling. How do you like your steak? Medium rare. Ribeye, please. My goal is not to keep you excited for the season. My goal is just to talk about Cowboys football all the time because it's fun and because people care and because it's easy to do. I can just ask the chat, what do you want to talk about today? What's your Cowboy topics of the day? I have some things I want to talk about, a couple. And then we'll just go wherever. Go Lions. Lions are good as hell. Boy, I wish I was a Lions fan. Maybe I am a Lions fan. Dan Campbell's fun. I really appreciate the Cowboys talk and the bookshelf. Yeah, we're going to keep bookshelf. I'm going to keep it clean. Although it does annoy me, that one little thing where I clearly had something hung at some point, this little spot in the wall. I'm going to have to put taller books right there to block that. Or I could put a backdrop behind that. Whatever. Jeff, go to midday to cover ball sack when he's gone. No, I'm good. I don't know if I had to bet, I would say I won't do radio again. I'd never say never, but if I had to bet, I would say I won't do radio again. I think that would be the good bet. Jeff, how many yards per carry will Zeke get this year? 3.9. Just going to throw that number out there. And Rico will get 4.2. But, okay, that's something I want to talk about today. Here's something I want to talk about today. And it is the Cowboys offensive line. Let me see if I can figure out. Let me get something going here so that I can share a screen with you guys. I'm going to look something up. Because my favorite draft pick by the Cowboys this year, it's one of two. It's either Cooper Beebe, Kansas State offensive lineman, or it's Kalen Carson, the Wake Forest corner. Those are my two favorite picks that the Cowboys have made in this draft. Because Cooper Beebe, I think most people know this, that he likes to smash people into the ground. Like, he's tough. He's a bad son of a bitch. That's the stuff he likes to do. Well, yeah, like Cooper Beebe's fun and he's tough. He's a glass eater, as we would say. Now let me see if I can share a screen here. Present. Share a screen. It's easier with two monitors. No, I don't want to use two monitors though. Share. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So here's what I want to do. This is what I want. Share that. Is that working? Why is it showing me this? Why do I have an ad? I don't want an ad. I don't want an ad. I don't want an ad. You're not supposed to be seeing an ad. I want to close the ad, but it won't close the ad. Get rid of ad. Fine. Let's do it this way. I'll just Google it. This is what I want you to see. Bam. Okay. Yeah, you won't nap your snack with these hats. Melon.com/Cowboys. MELIN.com/Cowboys. You won't nap your snack. That's Cooper Beebe, the athlete. There's a chance that Cooper Beebe is going to be so freaking awesome. There's a chance that the Cowboys center is going to be better even as a rookie than Biotish was last year. There's a chance for these things. There's a chance for these things. That's an athletic profile. So if you don't understand what it says, green is good, red is bad, yellow is okay. Cooper Beebe is a little bit shorter than the average. This is for offensive guards, but whatever. He's going to be a center. He's a little shorter than the average NFL guard. He's heavier than the average NFL guard. He did less reps on the bench, which I could not possibly care less about. His jumps are in the 62nd percentile and the 90th percentile for guards. That's very good. He is super athletic when it comes to running, and he is super athletic when it comes to the shuttles. And as you know, if you've seen any tape of Cooper Beebe playing football, Cooper Beebe will smash your face in the ground. Stop sharing screen. I'm coming back. So anyway, I'm excited about Cooper Beebe. Yeah, he's got short arms. He's got 31 and some odd change. I actually was watching. There's a few people on the Cowboys YouTube world that if you're not following, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. And that is my buddy Vach Lombardi, my buddy Skywalker Steele. I believe it was Sky's thing that I was looking at where he was just showing last year. Tyler Biotish, you put him up against some of the big strongs, he'll kind of get walked back on you. Cooper Beebe ain't getting walked back on you. It happens to everybody some, and he doesn't have the longest arms. So I'm not going to pretend that I guess Kansas State rookie man is going to step in there and just absolutely dominate Jalen Carter. But I do think you've got an element of nasty and athleticism that's better than what you just had. And there's a chance that he's going to be really good. There's a chance it's going to be really good. Can Beebe get close to Travis Frederick? Well, see, now that's blasphemy. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. But maybe. Dallas is still light at D tackle. Absolutely. So anyway, we'll go back to that in a second. So yeah, I think about an offensive line that has, when you go from left guard, center, right guard, Tyler Smith, who is absolutely a mauler. Cooper Beebe, assuming that he wins the starting center job. Let's show our proper respect to Brock Hoffman. Cooper Beebe, assuming he wins the center job, he'll maul your ass. It's a weird sentence. Zach Martin at right guard. That interior, whoo boy. That's some power and some girth. And then we get to your offensive tackles. Left tackle, Tyler Guyton, right tackle, Terrence Steele. And we're just going to have to figure out who has to be helped more. But that interior might just be beating people up. JJ, appreciate you in the super chat. You just said, be cool to everyone. That is the rules around here. This line is really suspect. Well, we don't know if this line is really suspect. There's a chance that this line is good. Guyton, obviously, as a rookie, will be the wild card. Terrence Steele at right tackle, if he can be as good as he's ever been, is solid. But he wasn't last year. He was kind of turnstile-y, and he wasn't even that good of a run blocker, which was normally his calling card. So, yeah, there's going to be some variance up and down this line. I think the biggest question mark as a run blocker will be Tyler Guyton as a rookie. That size, that athleticism, I think it translates easier to being a pass blocker and trying to stay in the way of the really good athletes if he can put it all together. I think that translates better for him than the ability to maul in the run game right away. But we'll see. He's working with the right people. He's working with Big Duke. And we'll see. If Steele can get back to at least being a good run blocker and Beebe wins the center job, from left guard out to right tackle, you might get to moving some people. And I might be wrong about the yards per carry. Maybe we're talking about in the upper fours for Rico and Zeke and whoever else gets the ball. So, yeah, Jeff, where's your prison cell? Other side of the room, that wall over there. I think if we would have taken Jalen Wright on our third pick versus the linebacker, Cowboys Nation would be much happier. I know I would have. Maybe, and I would throw in the name Marshawn Lloyd as that pick, the guy who went directly after the Cowboys picked their linebacker. I would throw that name in there as well. And yeah, I probably would have liked that pick better too, but telling the future is hard, and we'll see. The one thing I would say about the Notre Dame linebacker that they picked is he kind of fits the vibe of what the Cowboys were going for in almost this whole draft. I think Tyler Guyton is the exception to what I'm going with here, where Tyler Guyton is a guy with good traits to be an NFL offensive tackle, and so you pick him with your first pick, right, after the trade down. The rest of the guys, Marshawn Kneeland, glass eater, tough, physical, run stop. Cooper Beebe, tough, physical, move people. Notre Dame linebacker, man, tough, missile, wants to hit. They did like attitude, guys. Attitude, physicality. It was a big part of everybody that they drafted. Not that Guyton doesn't have any of that, but like I don't think that's his primary thing that you go, oh yeah, dude, that's a big nasty. No, it's a big athletic that hopefully can be a nasty. But yeah, they got some dudes that want to hit people. KG's in the super chat. Hope you are doing well. Keep at it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Love it. I did have questions from people on the internet. If the current D tackle room is not looking good in camp, what vet do you think the Cowboys should pursue? I don't know. Like everybody else, I have the internet and I can look up NFL best free agents available. What you're going to see is a bunch of names of people that are either super old or not good. Let's see. Defensive line free agents, top available. Signed. Oh, they're all gone. We need a new list. This one, everyone's gone. Give me ones there. Here we go. Position. Interior defenders. Gone. Oh, who's that? Fletcher Cox. He retired, right? That's why he's gone. I'm looking for, now I'm using Pro Football Focus to try to find anybody. Interior defenders, top 200 free agents, all signed. I'm to 218, all signed. I'm to 226, all signed. The best one they got is number 248, Brian Moan, who I've never heard of. Boy, they're just going to have to make defensive tackle work. They're just going to have to make it work. Did you feel Deuce Vaughn was too slow and hesitant to the whole last year? That's why he's inefficient. I don't think they run blocked very well, and I don't think he got a ton of carries, so we don't really know. I'm not quitting Deuce Vaughn yet. There's guys I will quit. I'm not quitting Deuce Vaughn yet. Jeff, how well is Brandon Cooks actually going to play this season? I think he'll be okay. He's not going to get faster. He's not going to get more explosive. So I think you can say he's going to be similar to what he was last year and probably a little bit worse. CeeDee Lamb will be CeeDee Lamb. The rest of the wide receivers, you hope to goodness that Jalen Tolbert or someone can take strides and be a player. If not, you hope that Schoonmaker can take strides and be a player, or one of these other tight ends. But yeah, I get a feeling you are about to go into a season where they're telling Dak and McCarthy, like, good luck. We're not doing what most competitive teams do and making now moves. We're not going to do any of that this year. Show us what you got anyway. And Dak will have the worst weapons he's had in a while, although fairly comparable to a year ago. It's still CeeDee and Cooks. You're downgraded at running back. You haven't added anywhere else. Hell, maybe Tolbert could be as good or better than Gallup was. So it's comparable. They'll be okay. They'll be good on offense because they got a quarterback. As long as the offensive line isn't a train wreck, they'll get a chance. Tolbert, 1,000 yards. He's going to get a lot of looks. That would be crazy. No way. He'll get the Gallup looks, maybe. Or maybe they'll play with more tight ends. They may need to help their offensive line, whether it's just a matter of which one is going to need some help. But when you're passing the ball, I think your offensive tackles are going to need help. Terrence Steele could use some help a lot of the time. Hopefully Guyton can be okay as a pass protector right away, and maybe he won't need help. Maybe it'll just be a lot of, and maybe that's why Zeke's really here. Zeke's here to block. How about that? Does that make you happy if you brought Zeke back to block? Belichick 2025, Jeff, from Brandon in the chat. Yeah, I think that there's a chance. Levi's in the super chat. If the Cowboys have success with how they approach the offseason, do you think this can change the layout of how the NFL approaches free agency in the future? Curious if you've thought about it. No, I don't. I think free agency in the NFL is always dependent on where you are as a team, where you are with the salary cap, and how you operate. Like, there are the aggressive teams, the Eagles, no matter what, there's going to be more turnover than the Cowboys have because they're willing to trade good players, to trade for other teams' good players, fire off draft picks, and sign free agents while they're cutting guys. The Cowboys are more of a sit-back team anyway. They're more of a draft and develop, we love our guys, we pay our guys sort of team. And so, like, free agency won't change because most of free agency is usually crappy teams. The Cowboys aren't wrong to not always be in the mix. Like, I want all the good free agents. Well, most of the guys who get the most money are going to get money from teams with $100 million in cap space, quarterbacks on a rookie deal that suck. And they have a ton of money to spend. But no, I don't think anybody's going to watch the Cowboys and go, ooh, my saving money is going to be my off-season strategy. I believe that if Dak gets it done this year, he'll get re-signed. If not, they let him walk. I think they're going to sign him. All right, well, let's have from people. Jeff, why are the Cowboys worse than the Mavs, Stars, and Rangers? I don't know. Blame the hot dog boys. I need to add that to my little machine. I want to be able to just fire off the audio of Steven and Jerry at the high school football game talking about hot dog. No, that's a hot dog. It's a bun, too. Which Cowboys player is the nicest dude? Gallup's gone. I would have picked Gallup. Let me see. I haven't interacted with all of them, but let me see. Zach Martin's a nice man. Scrolling until I have one that jumps out at me that is a sweet man. I need Gallup back. He was the nicest guy. Who's just the sweetest man ever. Jordan Lewis? Zach Martin? Dak? Tyron's gone too. He would have been one of them too. I don't know. Do you think Kalen Carson or Eric Scott can compete with Jordan Lewis for a starting spot? Maybe. Kalen Carson's my other guy. Cooper Beebe and Kalen Carson. These are my guys. These are my I believe in you guys that just got drafted. I don't believe in Eric Scott. I just don't think the football that I've seen him play, that he is sticky enough as a cover guy. But Kalen Carson, I do. Dude who played a lot of football at Wake Forest. His one thing is, let me make sure I got him right. If I remember right, Kalen Carson's one thing is he can't catch. Let me see. Like, he has good ball production. Yeah, 26 passes defended in college, 3 picks, none in the last 2 years. My guy can cover. He can move. He's full size. He's tough. He can do all sorts of stuff. He just can't catch. But I like him. I like Kalen Carson. So, yes, I think he can compete with Jordan Lewis. I think he could be cornerback 4 this year, and I think he could be a starter next year. I think Cooper Beebe can be your starting center this year and that you might upgrade at center, and that'll be good. Carson will be on the outside. That's possible. He played most of his time outside at Wake, and he could play outside a year from now, and Deron Bland could play the slot. You can make it work. However, you got to make it work. Jeff, we need you at Oxnard this year. I'll probably be there. Probably. I'll probably be there. We'll see. I don't have a company behind me, so I don't know if I'll be able to get credentialed, but maybe. I'll try to pull it off. We'll see. Main difference is Zimmer plays big guys where you need big guys, and Quinn doesn't. Quinn did like speed. Problem is, Zimmer can want to play big guys wherever he wants to play big guys. They better have capable big guys of being on an NFL football field. They're really counting on Mazi Smith. And I don't know if that was intentional, that they're big believers and that they think this is going to be great, or if it just worked out that they couldn't add anybody. But they're going to be really counting on Mazi Smith. Do you think Wanye and Bell get more time? They'll get to play some safety. They'll get to play some safety. It'll be interesting to see the defense this year because there are things about Dan Quinn that he's getting killed for, like playing Marquise Bell at linebacker, and he deserves some of it because they did build the roster the way they built it on purpose. You can't control that people got hurt, and Marquise Bell probably had to play more linebacker than you wanted to, way more probably. But it's not like it's a totally stupid idea. It's still a passing league, and on passing downs, Marquise Bell was an awesome linebacker. So it's just a matter of being right and having the scenarios play out the way that you think that they will with the players where you put them. I don't think it's dumb to play safeties at linebacker if you think the other team's going to throw. I think it's great. It's just when you get caught and they're running and you're kind of small on the line and you're kind of small or definitely small at linebacker and you're not used to that position. That is kind of a train wreck against the run. But, you know, I'll be interested to see because if they're going so far away from everything that Quinn liked, a lot of the things that Quinn liked, I agree with. You do want to be fast. You do want to prioritize coverage over run defense. So if they aren't able to get pass rush from non-Micahs and they've prioritized being bigger and tougher and they're going to play more linebackers than safeties, and that means teams are going to throw the ball more and better against you, that's going to be a net loss. So hopefully what they're doing is they're just adding guys that have more of a physical element to them in terms of stopping the run. Nealand, Sam Williams getting more snaps instead of somebody like Dante Fowler. Bigger, more physical dudes that also have pass rush ability. I don't want to give up pass rush ability. I don't want to give up coverage ability because my primary concern has become stopping the run. It's still a passing league. And we got to be good at that. That's the stuff we got to be good at. We did that one. We did that one. We did that one. Is Zeke's game so polished compared to the other backs during training camp and practices that he regains his role of 75 to 80% of the touches this year? I've heard many Patriot fans say their best offensive player was him last year, despite his lack of usage. I mean, I would say if you want to give Zeke a bunch of touches, they did that when Stevenson got hurt the last 6 weeks of the year in New England, and Zeke averaged less than 3 yards a carry. So, no, I think you definitely don't want Zeke getting a ton of carries. I think that Zeke is here mostly for vibes. I think people will buy the 15 jersey. And he's probably still a competent NFL runner. I think Rico's better. I think Rico will get the ball more. I think Zeke's a smart running back. I think Zeke is useful at short yardage. I think he's wonderful if you want somebody to pick up the blitz. But no, I don't think he's going to get 75% of the carries, and I don't want him to. How do I fight off the despair I feel about being a Cowboys fan? I can't help. Why should CD sign before he knows what Justin Jefferson's deal will be? They share an agent. And why should Dak sign before next league year since he can't be franchised? Cowboys taking all the heat, but takes two to tango. I'm sure their agents are in no rush. That is true. Their agents are in no rush. And it does take two to tango. But especially in the case of a quarterback, nobody else has this problem. They sign their guys ahead of time or in plenty of time. Lamar Jackson's like the only dude that's ever gotten close. I guess Kirk Cousins. Other people get it done, so don't let the Cowboys lie to you. Don't let Jerry and Steven tell you, well, it takes the agents got to call us back now because we talk to CD. Don't let them tell you that crap. Teams who want to get stuff done, they get stuff done. If you wanted to get something done with CD Lamb, you take the top of the receiver market, you add $1 million a year, he signs it. If you wanted to get something done with Dak 2 years ago, you would have got it done. But they haven't. And so now now that it's gotten late in the process, and yes, those players have a lot of leverage and aren't going to sign something that's not exactly what they want, the Cowboys get to look at you and be like, well, it takes two to tango. And people eat it. People take it. No, if you wanted to sign your guys, you could sign your guys. They want to sign their guys on their terms. And when it doesn't work out, they wait longer. And then those terms change. And then eventually it becomes exactly the terms that the player wants. And then they sign that. Because they're not good at that. Mike McCarthy said running back by committee. Yes, absolutely. Who do you like more, Hendershot or Schoonmaker? Neither. Jeff, I'm glad you mentioned Micah. Is Micah a full-time defensive end with Zimmer or a multiple position? I think Micah's going to move. Micah's always going to move. Micah's a chess piece. The most important thing about Micah Parsons was, and always will be, make sure he's getting after the quarterback a lot. That's what I care about the most. If you play a team that you think is going to run the hell out of the ball on 1st and 10 and you decide that Micah's going to be standing at linebacker for those plays, that's fine. It's no problem. Send Mike at the quarterback a lot. That's the most important thing. A lot. Ferguson and Span Ford will get the most snaps. They might. Where's old Wes's butt? Where's old John Stevens? He was fun last year before he got hurt. Yeah. So anyway. Do I have anything? I think Micah will end up with the Eagles. I want Micah at linebacker. He can play better there. He can't. He's a better pass rusher than he is a linebacker. And it's more important. It's more valuable. Hendershot is weak at blocking. That's true. Fans need to understand Joneses are full of crap. That's why they're billionaires. That's true. Schoonmaker play any better this year? Hope so. I didn't like the Schoonmaker pick. So don't ask me. No, I hope so. That would be great. If they could have two viable tight end weapons, that would be great. That would help mitigate if you don't have three good wide receivers. Play another tight end. Let's see if one of these guys can become that guy. And that would be fun. Jeff, you're making me laugh. Do we have any rabbits in the hat offensively? Turpin? He's a rabbit. Who do we have that has huge upside? Anybody? Offensively, I think Cooper Beebe might be awesome. If Tyler Guyton's good to go as a rookie and could be like a league average offensive tackle and Cooper Beebe wins the center job, we might have some fun on the offensive line. But no, I don't think there's any rabbits. The undrafted Missouri kid at running back, maybe? That's what I don't understand about the running game is where do they think they're going to get big plays? Who? Handing it to CD? That's probably the best chance. Jeff, what's your prediction record-wise for this year? 10-7. Officially. 10-7. Mark it down. All right, thanks for stopping by, everyone. Remember that I love you. All right? Melon.com/Cowboys. MELIN. 30% off. Yeah. I hope that everybody has a great day. I hope you're subscribed to the channel and all those things. Mashing the thumbs up, leaving comments. I don't even care what the comment is. your favorite water creature. How about that? Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, so be cool to everyone. I love you. Be easy.